Hi, welcome back to Wigs with Scarlett. Today I'm doing the wig review for Envy's Human Hair Synthetic Blend wig in the style Zoey and in the color lighter red. If you've been looking at Envy hair, if you've been looking at this style or this color, stay tuned. This review is coming right up. All right, let's get into this wig review for Zoey by Envy. First, I want to talk just a little bit about first impressions on this Human Hair Synthetic Blend fiber. When I pulled this wig out of the box and I touched this hair, it was so incredibly silky smooth and soft. I was blown away. This is 70% heat-friendly synthetic fibers with 30% human hair. And if you're wondering where the human hair is placed on these wigs, it is a great wig hack. The human hair is placed at the nape for a very specific reason. If you're new to wigs, I'll tell you that reason, and if you're not new to wigs, you can probably guess. The human hair is put at the nape because human hair does not tangle the way synthetic hair does. So when you put human hair at the nape, it stops the wig from having all those massive tangles that you generally find when you wear any fully synthetic wig that goes below your neck. Anything that hits hair or comes into friction with anything is going to tangle really badly. But with Envy and their wig hack, putting that human hair right at the nape, I can attest that the hair does not tangle. I have worn this wig for 8 hours at a time at work. And I have tested it to see how the tangles are. And honest to God, this wig tangles less than a lot of my human hair wigs. Now, I have not tried the longer versions of their human hair blends, and I'm eager to try them, and I might be trying them shortly to see how they tangle versus the shorter ones. But you have to understand when you're looking at Zoey, that Zoey is below your neck, so it is coming into friction with your clothes. And I have worn full synthetics in this length that have tangled more than I prefer. And so I don't like dealing with a lot of tangling. And this wig is literally, after many hours of wear, almost tangle-free. So that is what I wanted to start with on this amazing human hair synthetic blend that Envy has come up with. Because here's the thing. There is a lot of benefits to synthetics. They don't lose their style, which is one of the biggest ones. You really don't have to style them. You don't have to worry about the weather elements affecting synthetic fiber. So if it rains or when the sun hits the color, it's not going to fade, it's not going to frizz, it's going to stay perfect. Now, with the human hair only being at the nape, really this is, as far as weather elements, as far as sun damage or oxidization, or as far as keeping style, it pretty much acts like a synthetic. The difference is the lack of tangling. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. And I just have to reiterate, these fibers feel like human hair. The 70% fibers that they're using on these wigs is incredibly soft and silky, and it really truly mimics human hair. All right, so let's get into the look of this wig, the dimensions of this wig, and all of that good stuff. So Envy Zoey is a mid-length style, and it is a straighter style, which makes it easier to maintain the flat style. So what I mean by that is when you have a wig with a wave pattern, if you're new to wigs, it's really hard if you need to add heat to keep the wave pattern. But with the straighter ones, it's much easier. You can just run a flat iron through it and kind of turn the ends in, because this one has kind of in-turned, probably not saying that right, in-swept ends, and you can just curl your flat iron in just a little bit at the ends and really keep the style. So I'm going to show you Zoey from all sides, and then we'll talk about her dimensions. So this is the front, left, the back. Look at that beautiful movement, and I'll talk more about why it has such beautiful movement when we get to the cat. And the right, back to the front. Zoey is an incredibly light, low density, easy throw on and go piece. She's super easy for an ear tuck. Look how natural that looks. Beautiful, because she's so low density. And I prefer low density because I believe a low density wig looks more natural, but that is a preference thing. Some people like lots of hair. So she's super fun to style, even though she's a little bit shorter. She's not super long. There's lots of styling you can do with her headbands and clips and all that good stuff. So her dimensions are, front is 7.75 with these shorter pieces right here is the 7.75, okay? The overall from crown to bottom is 10.25. The nape is 8.25, and the sides are 9.25. Super low density, and the weight is just 3.95 ounces. I just love how easy this wig is. And not just the fibers and the fact that the human hair causes no tangles, but that the style is so easy to wear and so lightweight and so natural looking. So let's get in up close. You know how I am about hairlines, and look at that hairline. Pretty impeccable, right? Pretty good. This is the part line. I have added some scar tape and powder. Now, one thing I'm not a fan of with wigs that don't have a root, and again, this is a personal preference, is that it has kind of the zebra effect with the highlights here, and you'll also see it when I show you the cap. And so I'm still working on trying to figure out how to make the part line less zebra-ish. I think you have to use different colors of powder, and I haven't quite perfected that yet. But that is really the only thing that for me I don't love, is the whole zebra effect up here on the part line, which I'm trying to figure out and haven't really gotten there yet. So if I figure out a great solution, you will be the first to know. So now I'm going to take off the cap, and what I want you to know about this cap is, number one, it is incredibly comfortable. Why is it incredibly comfortable? It is a fully hand-tied cap with an extended nape. A fully hand-tied cap means that every hair is hand-tied, sewn into the cap. And when you're dealing with a fully hand-tied cap, you're always going to pay more because the labor that it costs to tie every single hair into this wig by hand is a lot. You also have a full monofilament top with ear-to-ear lace. And you do see that zebra zigzag I was talking about. But that full mono top means you can part it anywhere you like. I'm always a left part girl, but you can part it anywhere you like. Now, because it is fully hand tied, it really gives the wig a lot of natural movement, okay? And it also gives you an incredibly comfortable, light feel when you have a fully hand tied cap. It is definitely a luxury to wear a hand-tied cap. And one of the reasons why the Zoey wig is more expensive, this is not a cheap wig. This is, if you can get it on sale at 30% off, the least expensive that I've seen Zoey for is just under $1,000. Now, that is not cheap. But you have to remember that it's going to last longer because it's not going to tangle. You have to remember you have a fully hand-tied cap. And you have to remember that the full human hair wigs from Envy are even more than that. They're looking, you know, $2,000 or more to get all human hair. And you have those benefits with the synthetic of not losing style, not having color oxidize, et cetera, et cetera. So there's actually a lot of benefits. But you do have to invest. It is an investment to buy one of these because they are going to cost you quite a bit more than a straight synthetic. So this is the color lighter red, which is my favorite red from any synthetic brand. And why is that? Because in the description of lighter red, it says cheerful Irish red. And as you guys know, if you followed me for a while, I am an Irish red. I love Irish red. I love vibrancy. And there's very, very few synthetic wigs that make an Irish red. So this is an Irish red blended with subtle blonde highlights. And it is my go-to red for synthetic wigs or synthetic wig blends. I love lighter red. Now, lighter red does vary depending on the wig. It doesn't always look the same. What I did notice is when I had Dakota, which is a full synthetic, it was even more vibrant than this. And then when I have it with the human hair blend, it's a little bit less vibrant. So it really depends on the wig. But she is vibrant enough for me, and I absolutely love her. And her color is obviously a little brighter in direct sun or in outdoor lighting, which I'm going to show you. So as I always do, we're going to go look at her color in more detail. Let me, oops, put some shoes on before I go outside. My bad, but I don't want to stop the video. All right, so as I always say, such a repetitive person. In front of my slider is where I get such beautiful color. So you can see that those blonde highlights are very subtle and very thin, and they're very pretty, but they don't overpower the red, which I love. Look at there, you can really see that gorgeous Irish red. So pretty. Okay, and this, ooh, you can really see the color right there. Look at that beautiful vibrancy that I absolutely love. Outdoors. Oh, she's such a pretty wig. So pretty. And no tangling. And such a gorgeous color. And keeps her style. There are so many pluses to the Envy human hair blend. Look at how pretty. So I hope if you were looking at Zoey, or you were looking at lighter red, or you were looking just at their synthetic human hair blends, that this information was helpful. By seeing it on me and by me explaining more about what it does, I hope all of this was helpful, and I will see you next time.